I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. Well, without a doubt, one of the greatest threats to our society now is the poisonous liberal nature of universities. That's right. The professors that are on the working at the universities, and so many of the kids have all just brought a ultra woke, ultra liberal mindset to places where you may be sending your kids to college right now. It's all about pronouns and gender identities and inclusiveness and all of this crap that nobody actually thinks about in the real world when you get older and you start paying bills and start raising a family and dealing with the rigors of everyday life. You're not worried about that crap. You don't care. You don't care. You don't sit back and go, is Frosty the Snowman a man or woman? Well, it does say man in there, so, that's a thing. And there's also an assault on anything that's traditional or classic, right? That in itself has to be considered some kind of racist or homophobic, transphobic entity that, of course, must be scrubbed from all the entire universe because it's poisonous, right? Well, let's get to this because they did go out the blaze, and they're looking into the fact that Frosty the Snowman may be considered offensive now. And I saw this and was like, okay, let's check it out. It seems that with each succeeding Christmas season for the last decade or so, hostility towards the holiday and questioning of traditions have hit the headlines in one way or another. So campus reform correspondent Logan Dubel got proactive and asked students at the University of Pittsburgh recently if the classic song Frosty the Snowman is, quote, offensive in today's woke landscape. Well, what could possibly be offensive with Frosty? What is the issue there? Well, the song's main character is male, for starters. And, well, I'm going to include this one. He is white and fails to be gender inclusive, Dubel told students. No hint that Frosty's creators took the time to consider if their character might favor non-traditional pronouns or identify as a female or non-binary or gender non-conforming, he added. Wow, okay. What did students have to say? Now, keep in mind, this might be your kids, or this is kids and students around your kids right now. Okay, that's something to think about. All right. For example, if you got kids, let's say your kids go to Arizona State where Kyle Rittenhouse tried to go. And of course, he got called under assault because he is who he is. And all kinds of woke social groups attacked him. All right. Well, those kind of poisonous kids are teens, young adults, are exactly who's around your children right now. And I got to be honest with you, I'm a true believer now in the idea that more young people need to learn trades. Many of the trades pay an enormous amount of money now because there's starting to be less and less people that can perform said trades. People will just quit doing it. Diesel mechanic, plumber, things like that. And I know you may be thinking, plumber? Well, the fact is plumbers make $100 to $200 an hour now. It's pretty good money, okay? What did students have to say about Frosty? Dubel presented the issue to students to see if they agreed Frosty is offensive, and some of them did just that. Quote, I hadn't thought of that, but I definitely do agree, one student told Dubel. Others added that landing on a specific gender for Frosty is problematic because it, quote, can definitely exclude people. Quote, doesn't leave the option open for other gender expressions. But a few students saw silliness in the issue, thank God. One replied, I don't know. When you go outside in the winter, you don't build snow women. It's just tradition, a snowman. So I feel like just keeping with a tradition. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, you don't actually put male and female reproductive parts on your snowmen or women. At least I hope you don't, unless you're Hannibal Lecter or some freak. Although another student in the same Q&A said presenting Frosty as a male exclusively, quote, is kind of messed up now that I think about it. Really? Okay. That's crazy. And both students agreed that Frosty, quote, absolutely not gender inclusive. In a different interview, a student didn't seem concerned about Frosty's potential offensiveness because it's like, it's a snowman. It doesn't have any type of genitalia at all. Okay, there you go. That's just what I said a minute ago. You're not placing actual private parts on your snowman or on Frosty. Others saw wisdom in the laid-back approach, with one saying, quote, I'm just enjoying the song for what it is. Another noted that the seasonal TV special featuring the classic song is just a fun kid show and it should stay that way. Absolutely agreed. But a different student said, quote, can see how people might be offended by a snowman not being too inclusive, but personally it's not a very big issue in my mind. One of the best answers, quote, you'd have to ask Frosty. And if you need a palate cleanser, here's Frosty the Snowman, the song. Okay. So, and we're not going to listen to that, but you get the point. It's an assault on your sensibilities. It's an assault on your traditions. It's an insult on common sense. Okay, let's be real. That's the biggest thing about so much of this cancel culture and pronouns and wokeisms. A lot of it is just a lack of common sense. The common sense has been sucked out of so many people, and everything is a trigger now. Okay, so I found this kind of thing. I sometimes find this kind of thing interesting because I see it and I'm like, people are really asking this question about something like Frosty the Snowman, and it shows you what kind of dangerous slope we're on right now. Or in this case, let's not even call it a slope. Let's just call it a fall right off a cliff. Okay. Assault on traditionalness, assault on religion, assault on Christmas. We don't say happy holidays on this channel. We say Merry Christmas. People are offended by Christmas because they see a religious tie in it. Well, that's one of the problems with society right now is they have devalued God and religion. Okay, so not to get preachy, but you get the point. Even if for some reason, let's say you don't believe in God, there are things that you can take from the values and the moral set that is given in the Bible, and you can apply it to your everyday life. People have chosen not to do that. And here we are. The world is burning down around us right now. Tell me what you think. Black and White Network fans, I know this is a different kind of video, but look, it starts with Frosty and it ends up being something much more important. Think about it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.